All right, what up, people? We back. And we are here with my man Zanam Rashidi from RKT Appraisals in the building. What's going on? Yeah, man. So we're talking about how much is your stomach costing you, man? That's a good title, man, because that's interesting. So we talking about how much motherfuckers is wasting their money on this food, all this Seamless and Grubhub and all that shit. Because I know I'll be wasting mad money on that shit, but what's your take on that?
Yeah, man, it's real. It's kind of crazy when you really look how much we spend on food, man. Like, I want to throw out some real numbers. These are real numbers. So the average American, I'm just talking about one person, spends $11.95 a day on groceries, eating out $9.22, alcohol $1.53 a day. You know what I mean? That's just on a daily basis what you average it out. You know what I mean? When you want to break it down for the year, the average American, again, this is one person, spends $1,200, $1,200 a year just on fast food alone. You know what I mean? I mean, in total, the average one single person household spends about $8,000 a year on food alone. You know, that's groceries mixed in with everything else. And if you actually go on dates and stuff like that, the average person, if you go on dates and stuff like that, is about $8.58, on a daily basis, which works out to about $3,200 a year.
Woo! Jesus Christ! See, they was right. You got to have the money to get the women.
Exactly, man. And that's average. That's average. That's not the people that go all out,
right?
Or like you said, with Grubhub and all that other type of stuff, where it's even more money on top of that. You know what I mean? Yes. Plus, you got to keep in mind right now, since the pandemic, even right now, the past few months, wholesale's up 20% right now. You know what I mean? So that means literally, what you're paying for groceries up 20% the past 2 months, which is crazy. Is crazy. So if you don't ever really notice and pay attention, stuff you're paying for something simple that's $10, you know what I mean? It's really $12 now, in the grocery store.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, so it's a real game right now when it comes to buying food. So
crazy.
Red
said I ate a whole bowl of popcorn and many slices of deli pork. But if you think about it, like when dudes go to the movies and shit, you be spending money on that popcorn, them hot dogs, and then your fucking bill be like $40. You know what I'm saying? Just off of that. It'd be like a hot dog, popcorn, and a medium drink, and it's like $35, $40. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's crazy. So is it actually better though? Because let's say a person that's on the move, right? Mm-hmm. Is it realistic, or I should say, is it better to buy groceries, make your food for the week or some shit, and then do shit like that? Or would it make more sense to just order out because you're on the move? You know what I'm saying? Because, if you're busy and you just in and out, you're doing a bunch of shit during the week, wouldn't it make sense to just order versus, should you take some time to buy shit and make shit? Like, what's your thoughts on that? What's more cost effective, you think?
Yeah, to be honest, Mr. Locario, it's literally everything you said. Mm-hmm. So it's having a healthy balance and a healthy mix based on your lifestyle. Right. You know what I mean? So what I really mean is that if you're somebody that's always constantly on the road, you just don't have time naturally to cook all the time. Because yes, to answer your question, buying groceries is the most cost effective, the most affordable, but it's the most boring, the most time consuming. So therefore, most people don't do it. Right. You know what I mean?
Look, I know a lot of because I actually cook for shit. So
you got that factor. You know what I mean? You got that factor. So it's really one of them things where you just got to balance it out, man. I mean, if you're the average American that works a 9 to 5, the truth is you should buy groceries. You know what I mean? And you should look for coupons and also go to the nearest, not the nearest grocery store, but the store has the sales. That's a huge thing because I just did a study on that the other day where it's just like everybody's paying for convenience. So when you're paying for convenience, you go into the nearest supermarket just because it's right near you, which means that I'll give you a perfect example where I live at. You know what I mean? I live in the tri-state area, so you know what I mean. I have a supermarket called Fine Fair. Y'all probably know about that.
Right.
It's literally one block away from me, but it's geared towards international people. So, West Indies, all that type of stuff, random countries.
Right.
But their regular groceries is sky high. What do I mean? You go in there, a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch is like $6, $7. Right. You know what I mean? But the lazy person might just, it's across the street. You walk across the street and pay for that. But in real life, you get it on sale for $3. A lot of other supermarkets.
Right.
So it really is just, like I said, balancing it out. And based on your lifestyle, do what you do. So if you work in a regular 9 to 5, buy your groceries. If you know you're going to eat out, be strategic about it. You know what I mean? Get your little coupons, download your little apps with McDonald's, whoever it is, and try to save as much money as possible, man. Because like I said, $1,200 a year is a lot of money for fast food. You know what I mean?
Right. That's crazy though, because and Red Dwarf in the chat said popcorn and drink for a family of 4, $60 to $80 plus tickets. That's like $120 for just one night here in Toronto. That's crazy. See that happens, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's exactly why I don't have a family.
Right. Because you got to feed all these motherfuckers.
When I realized how hard it was to make money, I was like, yeah, I'm my dreams of a wife and kids.
It's like it's over.
I want to spend all my money on me. Thank you.
Exactly. I'm like, we got to feed y'all motherfuckers. That's crazy. So Tim World said that he said eating healthy is expensive. You feel what I'm saying? That's actually a good point, because a lot of times the more healthier foods actually cost more. Versus like you can get a pack of ramen noodles, you know what I'm saying? Them things cost like a quarter for one pack of them joint. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what's the balance with that though? Because now, or should I say this, like, what can people who don't really have money like that do to eat healthy and not have to just rely on a bunch of the bullshit that they, you know what I'm saying? Like, what would be your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, to address that, eating healthy does cost more up front, but in real life, it doesn't cost more to eat healthy. Realistically, you know what I mean? You eating all that crap, you go to the doctor, you got diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, you pay for medication, you know what I mean? Like all that other type of stuff, and it shortens your life. So truth, I'm being honest, you know what I mean? Eating healthy looks like it costs more, but truth is no.
That's a good point. Yo, I just came from the doctor. He said I had high blood pressure and shit. So I was like, shit. He's like, you gotta stop eating all that salt and all that other stuff. So I gotta. Now that's true though, because if you think about it, the healthier you are, the more likely you're not gonna get sick. You understand what I'm saying? And when you get sick, that's just even more problems and issues you're gonna have, which is gonna cost you more in the long run than just like fucking saying, let me spend the extra $20 to get this type of food. You know what I'm saying? And do what I got to do. You know what I
mean? And the difference is what you just said. Like you can choose to buy the more healthy food, but when you're sick, that's money that you have to spend.
Exactly. Right.
Unless you're just gonna die. Like, you know what I'm saying? So or suffer the symptoms of whatever your ailment is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because truth be told, that's how a lot of people go bankrupt and end up homeless. Like they come along some type of cancer or some type of illness that like really grabs their life, you know what I mean, by the balls, and there's nothing you can fucking do, and you got to spend mad money to try to get better. And it's like, shit, you know, if I had took some time and made better choices in my life, you know, like some of these people who smoke and then they get lung cancer and this type of shit, like,
right,
it was crazy.
Right. No, that's facts. And so like with people out there, you know, when it comes to the food that they're eating and how much money they're spending, do you think it's good to sort of like, just like how you would have a budget just in general, should there be like a separate food budget of like, we're only going to spend this amount on groceries a month, or we're only going to spend this amount on going out to eat, and we're only going to go out to eat once a month or twice a month? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think that's like a better way to go than to like, you know what I mean? Like, just make sure that there's a budget specifically for the food type shit.
That's exactly it. That's the exact formula that you just said, Mr. Lotario. Because that's what it is. If you don't budget, you're just recklessly spending on food. Think about it. If you don't plan, if you don't plan for groceries, that means you're spending money recklessly anyway. But on top of that, though, if you're not, you know what I mean, if you're running out to food, or if you get busy at work, you're not paying attention. You know what I mean? You're gonna let me order out for kids for dinner for pizza. You order a box of pizza and sodas and all that. That's $35, $40. You do that 2-3 times a week, it just gets out of control. So exactly what you said is just really budgeting and really being like, all right, what am I gonna spend on food and groceries and be specific. Have a budget for groceries and have an actual budget for extra stuff. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to get, little extra kids and unplanned stuff. You know what I mean? Where you gotta, some days you are tired. We gotta cook. Plan a budget for that. Because that's everything. Planning a budget for groceries, and then not only groceries, but shopping for the best price. Because like I tell you, groceries is at an all-time high with the pandemic. So it's one of those things where if you just reckless, like just going to any willy-nilly store, you could be paying crazy prices for groceries when it's just uncalled for. Because like I said, we're paying for convenience a lot of times nowadays. There's so many apps, so many grocery stores that give you discounts and coupons, and joining a BJ's, a Sam's Clubs, a Costco's, whatever the case is, to save you a boatload of money. You know what I mean? So that's definitely, like you said, just really just making an actual budget. You know what I mean? You know?
I'm gonna say something real quick about BJ's. Joining BJ's is good for a multitude of reasons. But one reason why I really like being a member of BJ's is that BJ's sells gas, right? And they are a membership club. Now, when there's gas shortages and issues with gas, most of the time it's still an easier and a shorter line when you go to BJ's, because since it's a membership club, most people are going to the regular gas stations. But when you go to your BJ's, you can still get gas. You understand? Because I don't know if y'all remember that shortage with the Russian people fucking with the pipelines and all that bullshit the other day.
Right.
I can't really tell you that shit even affected me.
Right.
Because I saw crazy, like there was traffic in the street. And I was like, damn, why is there all this traffic? When you get to the front of the line, you realize this nigga's lined up at the fucking gas station.
Right.
And then, but me, I'm a BJ's member. I go straight to BJ's, and maybe the line was a little longer that day, maybe 2 or 3 cars, but still, there's gas for me, and I didn't have to worry about shit, and I didn't have no shortage. I didn't have to worry about nothing. So that's one thing. But of course, BJ's, Costco's, and them, Sam's Club, you get to buy stuff in bulk, especially if you have a family. You need, like toothpaste, toiletries, toilet paper, all that type of shit. That gets you, good budgets in. But another thing I want to talk about is I used to, speaking of dates, right? I went out on a date with this chick, and she, I asked her what, when you do small talk, and I was like, what do you do? And she was like, well, I have this, I have a coupon membership. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, I have a coupon membership, and it's a weekly thing. So she has these scenarios where she does all the research, and then she tells the people on her coupon membership where to exactly. She gives them all the links and all of the stores and all of the places that got sales that week, and what brands and what products are on sale, and all of these things. And when you follow the regimen, you save hundreds of dollars.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, she has people paying her $100 a month to be on this membership. And she told me she had at least 10 subscribers at any given time. You understand? So she's looking at a G a month, and then she also got her 9 to 5. You understand what I'm saying? So super smart stuff. But then but to add to what I'm saying is I once watched, I forgot what channel I was watching. I really don't know. But they showed you, like, one of them shows like Hoarders, or, like Super Cheap People, or, that like unique Guinness Book of World Record type shit that, be on the TV show or whatever. So they showed you this one lady, and in the clip before they showed you her story, she had 2 shopping carts full of food and products and shit. And the bitch said she only spent, I'm sorry. The lady said she only spent $18. And she showed you the fucking receipt, a long ass receipt like this, and she spent $18 because she had all of these coupons, bro.
Right.
For everything. And then they took you to her house, and she has closets stocked up. And sometimes when she gets overstocked, she has a yard sale and sells whatever she got overstocked. Right. When she got toothpaste overstocked, she sell that, or sometimes she put them on Amazon or whatever. Understand? Because she's getting the stuff for so cheap, she could literally sell at regular store prices, and people will buy it because it's more convenient, because you buy it off of Amazon and it comes to your house. You see what I'm saying? So if you know what you're doing, if you really know what you're doing, coupons, like coupon clipping and going online and checking the discount codes and all that different stuff, that shit could be so powerful. Right. Especially, like I said, if you got a family and you're really trying to like preserve and save money and all that stuff. It could be very powerful if you know what you're doing. Like there's coupons, coupons are heavy. Heavy. I mean, of course, you have to have the coupons that of products that you use, but just look, it's crazy. And there's also this, one more thing. There's also this app called Fetch. I don't know if anybody know about it, but every time you buy something, you get a receipt. You scan the receipt you use your phone to scan the receipt into the app, and you get points. You get points. So I think 1,000 points is like $1.
Right.
And then it gives you a list of places that you can spend the points at. So you can spend the points at Target and Nike and Skechers and any clothing stores and department stores and all that type of shit. And next time you go to buy something, you can use the points and get a discount on whatever you're trying to buy. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different ways out there for you to save money, reduce money. Like shit. Even we talk about credit cards. Almost every credit card out there has a. Were you about to get into that, Rashidi? Am I stepping?
No. We remember we spoke about it the other podcast. What you about to just talk about rewards and cash back and all that. What you just about to talk about? Go
ahead and do it because you're the resident expert on the money shit. So go ahead and do it.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, like credit cards, they got all types of cash back rewards type things. They got 1 to 5% cash back. They got if you shop at certain places, you get discounts and all that types. I mean, it's a crazy amount of savings. Literally, literally right now I have PNC Bank. And he got a promo going on right now. If I shop at Aldi's, which is around me, you know what I mean? I get 5% cash back on all the groceries I buy. You know what I mean? So like that adds up. You know what I mean? That adds up. So no, it like you said, Miles, it's a lot of stuff where you can save money on. And I mean, one other thing I want to touch on, just to put it in a real perspective for people, is that the reality of the situation is, depending on your state, is a certain threshold where you consider poverty level, where you get food stamps, things of that nature. So normally that cutoff average is about $38,000 a year. You know what I mean? Which is about like $17-18 an hour or something like that. So what that really means is that the person that makes even $5-10 over that $38,000 on average, you know what I mean, don't qualify for those programs. So if you're only making $39,000 and you're a family of two, meaning a mother and a child, and you don't qualify for these government programs because you miss it, that means that if you don't even go out partying and nothing like that, the average two household, mother and child, is $7,500 a year. You literally reduce your income from $39,000, you know what I mean, to $31,000 and change, and that ain't even taxes coming out. You know what I mean? Right. So that's why it's massive, man, and it's huge to really know what you're spending money on. You know what I mean? And go ahead. You want to say something else?
Now I was gonna say, have you ever heard them talk about the Latte Factor?
No.
All right, so like back in the like late 90s and the early 2000s, almost every book that came out about financial wealth and financial management and all this type of stuff, they would always talk about what they call the Latte Factor. And what they mean is that people get up and go to places like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts every day, and they spend anywhere from $4 to $7 on a coffee. You understand, whether it's a frappuccino or a latte or what, that's what they call it, the Latte Factor. and what they found out was that if you really think about it, so it's 52 weeks in a year, and then you go to work five days a week, right? So 52 times 5, so that's 260 days out the year, right? That you're actually, working. And those are the days that you go get your coffee in the morning. And let's just say your latte or your frappuccino or whatever the fuck you ordered costs, $7. So that's 260 times $7. They talking about 1820 a year just for coffee. That's $1,800 that you could be saving just for coffee. And you think, how long you been at your job? 5 years. Nigga, that's damn near, you know what I'm saying? That's like almost $10,000 in coffee. Meanwhile, you could have, you get a coffee machine, you go get a cheap coffee machine from Walmart for like $12. You buy your coffee, and then you make your coffee in the morning before you leave. You get like a cup like this, and you make your coffee before you leave.
Right.
And you save money that way. You know what I'm saying? You save a lot of money that way. So instead of coffee costing you $7 a day, is actually only costing you maybe $1.50 based on what you spend, the coffee creamer you buy, the type of coffee you buy, shit like that. You see what I'm saying? But it's and that's just like a small example of the type of habits that we have when it comes to food or entertainment and going out and other things that keep us, not rich, keeps us struggling with money, because it's stuff that we're just used to doing every day. And then it's like, we just do it and that's that. And it's like, we don't really think about it. But if you actually broke down the numbers and you said, man, I'm spending $7 for a Starbucks every damn day. What if I made my own shit and, bought my own shit? And you can buy Starbucks coffee.
Yeah. To jump in, not cut you off, Miles. It's funny you bring that up. About 3 years ago, when I got my BJ's membership, that's what I did. BJ's actually sells K-cups, so the same little cup that they put in the coffee machine to make it reusable. You buy a pack of 4 for like $10. Literally, that's been doing for the past 3 years. I drink Dunkin' Donuts coffee, buy at BJ's, wholesale Dunkin' Donuts, big bag of coffee, and pop it in my machine and drink everyday coffee. Like you said, saving little money, and that's what it is. Every little dollar add up, man. I mean, and to top it off, man, I think it's just, it's America now, so everybody pays convenience. You know what I mean? Everything's convenience. But if you actually take the time to look around and go online, and I mean, honestly, man, even a few years ago, man, once in the blue moon back in my youth, man, I jump on a free food line, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people joke and laugh about it, but truth be told, you go to a free food line, a free little pantry. Yeah, it's a little embarrassing, things of that nature, but they will literally give you about $80 worth of groceries that'll last about 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, it's all name brand stuff, so it's the same thing you're buying. But of course, it's like, I'm on a free grocery line. But I mean, little things like that, coupons, just looking who got the sale, the amount you would save, and you apply that to every aspect of your life. That's how people get money. That's how people save money in every aspect. Every little dollar counts. You know what I mean? That extra 75 cents on a box of cereal, it adds up. Like you said, you multiply that over a year, that might turn out to be $100. You know what I mean? On your cell phone, you cut back, whatever you're doing. But in particular with food, it's all about coupons, seeing who got the sales. Like you said, joining the memberships with BJ's, because it comes with that gas. And the part that you left out, Miles, that BJ's always gives you a lot lower cost than gas than that's on the street. On top of that, you know what I mean? So like, it's a win-win-win. Pick up groceries and get cheaper groceries and cheaper gas. And they give you discounts on all types of random stuff for being a member that you want to buy as well. So yeah.
That's the real talk. So I wanted to ask this real quick. Do you think that it is advantageous, or could it be advantageous to a person to spend more money eating out if it gives them more time? So like, for example, like a business person who's on the run, and they have enough money to afford to do that. So they can, like, because that's what I feel like I do. I'm like,
that's what I was about to say. This nigga talking about himself.
Because I'm like, look, I ain't got time for this shit. You feel me? So because I feel like I'm able to do more shit, because I'm just like, let me just order some food real quick and then do what I got to do, and then eat the food, and then go on to do whatever else I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Right. What's your thoughts on that though?
Yeah, no. That's the thing about it. You are absolutely right, though. If you're a busy person, you always want to go constantly. It is good to do. It will save you money doing that, because you just don't have the time to cook. It's just being efficient about it. So it's one of those things where if you eat at certain places, I guarantee you most of those places have some type of promo or discount or membership that you could join. And if they don't, it really is about you looking for that place that has very similar food. You know what I mean? And giving those offers. Of course, it might taste a little different, but let's be honest, everything's competitive. You know what I mean? McDonald's, you got Burger King. They different burgers, but you know what I mean? If it's going to save you some money, you might switch it up to the Whopper instead of the Big Mac. You know what I mean? Like,
right. No, that's actually a good point, though. I ain't even think about it like that. That's a good point.
I guarantee you, everybody these days, even little local delis, be trying to throw little promos out there. That's right around the corner. So it's just really about just having or asking that real random question, like, y'all got any discounts or promos, anything going on? Nah, because then you gonna look mad funny, like, hold on, like you got a business, but you don't got no discount on codes, and there's 10,000 stores out here that could offer something. You know what I mean? So it's gonna make them think, even if they don't have a program. But the point is, though, like almost everybody got something. They got something or some way you can save.
I remember me and Miles used to go to this store in Williamsburg. We used to get the sandwiches. Remember them shits?
Yeah.
It was so fucking good. We would get them shits all the fucking time. Like, it was like crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
we never asked for a discount or a promo.
Exactly right. We should have did that. We should have been like, look, we're going to be here every fucking week. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we should get the 10th sandwich for free or some
exactly
shit.
Something, right? For real.
No, but even that. It's facts. Like a lot of places, you know, like you go get a smoothie, you know, they clip the card.
Punch card, right? Yeah.
And then on the 10th one is free and shit like that shit. It works out. It really does.
Yeah, no, that's some real shit. That's some real shit. But
I mean, even to say, even take it in further, Mr. Locardo, truth be told, even in that place that don't offer nothing, because you brought it to their attention, they're likely to give you a discount directly.
Right.
You know, like, I come in, like, I'm no BS everywhere I go. I say that everywhere, even if it's not the truth. I'm here all the time. I shop here all the time. It always works like a charm, no matter what you buy. Like.
That's facts. Not because, you know, it's funny. Like, I realized in a lot of places it's like mad shit is negotiable. That could probably be another topic too. You know what I'm saying? Because I was at this spot and I saw this chain and I was like, yo, this chain look dope, right? So I look at the price tag. The shit said $4,000, right? So I was like, fuck out of here. So then the dude said, he said, hold on. He's like, don't tell nobody, but I give it to you for 900. I said, nigga, you went from 4,000 to 900. I was like, I still ain't get it though, but I was just like, yo, that's crazy.
Nobody, shut up, nigga.
I was like, nigga, you went from 4,000. I was like, you just put it up there because you wanted to see the nigga that's gonna pay 4,000. But I'm like, it's all negotiable. I'm like, that shit is crazy, man. Yeah, that could be another topic we could get on. But
that definitely could be a topic, man. Because I ain't gonna lie though, like, you know how it is. We all grew up in New York, man. Like I negotiate everything, man. I negotiate everything, man. I try to get everything. Like, listen, if something is $5.22, I'm giving you the $5. I'm not giving you the 22.
Right, exactly.
Most times, people will let you rock. Even at a grocery store, they'll take the little.
Right.
You know, everything's negotiable, right? I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Well, anything else you want to say on this topic before we wrap up?
Yeah, the main thing I'll just say is, you know, with this in terms of shopping is just one, get your coupons, get your discounts. Two, think about what you're eating too, because eating healthy looks like it costs you more money up front, but it doesn't. You know what I mean? It saves you a lot more money because the truth is, you think about from your insurance policy standpoint, if you work a 9 to 5, you got insurance companies that give you like a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 deductible. You know what I mean? You'll save about 40% of what you pay for the premium just because you have a high deductible, because you don't never have to go to the doctor and you eat healthy. So It's like, it's so many ways to save money on groceries and things like that. So the best thing is just eat right and also shop for coupons and discounts and join clubs like Sam Clubs, BJ's, Costco's, and your local markets, and go to food markets. That'd be our message for everybody.
Not to mention that if you eat healthy and stay healthy, when you apply for that life insurance with RKT appraisals, you know what I'm saying? You get an easier approval, and you get more coverage and all that shit. So
right.
And that's not even a sales pitch. That's the truth.
And that's serious. And a cheaper premium. And a cheaper premium.
Exactly.
Because I remember when I was applying for my shit, the fucking lady came out and took blood from me and took my blood pressure and every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So, it's real shit. It's real shit.
Yeah.
That's real talk. So, guys, make sure you guys contact my dude Rashidi at rktappraisals.com. You see the number scrolling at the bottom, 973-420-5028. You feel what I'm saying? And make sure you guys share these videos, man. We're giving you all this money game. This is the game on the money stuff, man. This is some next level other shit that, you know what I'm saying? You know what's funny about YouTube? I noticed that all of the money fucking shows get like the lowest views on like all across all platforms. Like if we see it like other people's channels, their other videos would be like this much views, and as soon as they talk about money finances, everybody's like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So that could be another topic too. Like why people scared to fucking talk about money. That'd be another good topic too. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good topic, matter of fact.
That'd be good. But guys, appreciate y'all tuning in. We gonna holler at y'all later. Peace. We gone.
Peace.